Danielle Fowler here. My child Dennis here with some things. Yesterday I went by a family friend and they were praying and guiding and encouraging me to remember that my parents are good parents and they love me, which I never deny. Every action that I've gotten from them, even the small one, is love and care and concern that's going too far to control. And we already have that established, and that's all I'm going to say on that because it's finished. It's finished. I thought it's finished. I told you, it's finished. So we're not going into that anymore because there's no more control. There's no more control. In the name of Jesus, there is no more control and it will not be tolerated. So there is no more control. All right. And they were praying for us, are praying before we leave because we just visit. And in that prayer, I started to realize God is asking me to assert myself more. And then he confirmed in there, he's like, assert yourself. And he's teaching me how to guide me into this new season of assertness. Whether or not it's before the things come to pass or it's after. He's just telling me to assert myself, and he's giving me confirmation, even at the hospital, that, yeah, you have a great responsibility you're going to have to fill and do. And the problem with this great responsibility, not a problem, but what I'm trying to avoid is where I am arrogant. I can be confident, and a lot of people think I'm being arrogant or come off as arrogance until the thing is done. However, I don't want to go to arrogance where because I know I'm moving in that kind of, you know what I mean? Yeah. And that's what I never wanted. That's why I never say I'm not starting a church. I'm not a pastor. I'm not calling myself a prophet. However, because of this great responsibility, I have to, from what I've learned, say, heed my words. Heed what is shared, especially now on those profiles. The Mad Child _ Dennis. And in the sense that I've learned what I see will come to pass. So I call myself a dreamer in reality. So I'm on my Instagram, I say actor by category dreamer in reality. And I thought those were just dreams and all manifested by me and plans that I want to do. And what I'm learning now, I'm learning. It's a process. That these aren't just my me think of dreams. These are visions. And I learned this and got confirmation. Because I know I had visions before and I see come to pass before. But it's just like one off and, But I use it one as confirmation that this is where God wants me to be. No matter what happens, this is where God wanted me to be in that moment. So I let go of that fact. It took me a while to let go of whatever diagnosis. God has it in his hands. Right? So what I've learned is many of these dreams are not dreams, but they're actually visions, like tangible visions. And it's not going to be just revealed to me, but others. Here's the story. I was in the ENR, whatever they call it, waiting to be brought to the med ward, right? I didn't know it was going to be the medical ward, which deals with psych as well. And being brought there, I've been in the ER, I was waiting in a room, right? First night, I thought I was going to be brought somewhere else, or it was a lot of confusion on what's supposed to happen first for me to be released or go to wherever. And then the day someone came to me, a doctor came with an intern into the room. I'm not going to mention the name of the doctor. The doctor knows themselves. And they came into the room with the intern and observe. And when you read this stuff, in first impression was like, no man, it's a Catholic case. It's a, you know, religious illusions. You just need an outlet. And we'll soon get there. But then interrupted by another doctor or intern who needed clarification. And him looked at me and said, well, Louis, move down here, yo, man, let me see your face properly. So, man, this is look how she just sit up neat and composure and then I had to like really ask issues. I'm not like that all the time. It's just new people. I kind of just I think it's a habit of me. New people, I go into this posture of, pageantry and more. And my mom always tell me to sit up. I cannot not sit up straight. If I sit slouch for too long, I literally get back pain. So I have to sit up or properly braced back on something. So he saw it and was like, no man, a classic case that. But he was interrupted. Please, this is what I saw in a dream or vision. I didn't realize it was a vision by another person. And they were saying something about whatever. And he was like, oh, sir, you're right. Sir, we never catch it. And what I did, that in of itself was what I saw in a vision. And I thought it was just like a dream where like, that would be dope in a movie where, talking to the intern and, I thought that was what came to my mind was just a movie idea, a scene idea. I thought that. And I just like yesterday or the day before realized when I saw that vision. Because he came here and was like, so if we never catch that, he would have dead, he would walk out and dead or something like that. And then the conversation continued. He said, all right, we could do that. And then he come back to me and said, you know that? You look familiar. I don't know him from, I don't know where I know him from, except for that vision. And I was going, yeah, man, you got a vision. Look familiar. I have a feeling he got that vision as a dream or something. And so I look familiar and he looks familiar. Or everything just sounds so familiar. That scene, that moment, very familiar. And I had to be like, I know this for some reason. Why did I know he was going to say that? And then a day had to pass where, oh, I had a vision. Dang. Okay. I thought it was a movie scene. And then eventually I revealed to my parents days later or whatever that it was a vision. I know I'm supposed to be there. And that's why I'm so confident in that. I knew I'm supposed to be there. I don't care what they say about me. I know I'm supposed to be there. And so with that, I'm learning visions. The other things that I'm claiming as dreams are visions. This thing, because after that had nothing to do with me, but it was done in my presence. Bruh. So I'm learning the gravity of my responsibility. Now that I've learned the gravity of my responsibility, this is what I'm simply going to say. And I guess that's why God know. I could see it then when God said it, but I was just like, I'm not there yet. But I guess I'm there. I'm learning, I'm getting there. Progression. Yeah, like TC. Anyways, I'm learning and I'm going to say, I'm not going to say or claim that I'm a prophet, I'm a preacher, nor am I starting a church. All I'm going to say to all who wants to hear is heed my words. Because it's going to come to pass, especially if I know for sure I had a dream or a vision of it. Bruh. I'm just like, I'm still in, like, now I'm just, I literally sat and I was like, oh yes, I need to make a video of this. Because, like, I really sat and I learned the gravity. Like, this happened, by the way, that vision, because it took me a while because I was like, where did I have this vision? And I was like, it was near the hospital. I walked past the hospital or something past the hospital. And I'm like, why would I walk past the hospital? And I wasn't fully sure until yesterday. And got confirmation today that it was in 2015. I had this vision. 2015. When I came for my grandfather's funeral. And we stayed a little longer. we not long, we did like a week. Now that COVID, you have to incorporate um quarantine if you have to. So then it was like a week or something, 10 days or something like that, or 2 weeks. And one of the days we went to Cool Runnings Water Park. I know, no, now I know. And I think it was a pickup truck we're driving. I don't know if I was in the back of the pickup. I think I was in the back of the pickup too. And we were driving and we decided, oh, do you want to see us old school? Glenmuir High. And so I was like, okay, sure. And we drive down Glenmuir and then we turn to get back onto the bypass. And so we passed the hospital and they're like, oh yeah, that's the Maypen Hospital. And that's when I had the vision. And I thought, oh, that'd be a dope movie scene. God was like, I hear you. But you're not going to even understand the gravity of what you just see till, how many years is that now? 12, not 12. What are my calculations? I'm good at math. What's that? 7 years later. Yes, I'm not going to understand the gravity of that. Till 7 years later. I was like, and I thought then, I was like, did you go to Glenmuir or Glenmuir related? I know he's not close to my age, but I was just like, he may have walked in or taught at Glenmuir. I don't know. And most people that I know from Maypen is linked to Glenmuir High. And so he's like, I didn't even acknowledge that. I was just, that's the most common thing, but it was a vision. And I think he may have had a dream or a vision as well of this, my situation. And then hence being the familiarity. Because I know I was like familiar. I was like, yeah. So I end this with, all I'm going to say, whenever, and I be wise with it, mind you, I'm very cautious one. God also limit what I say, limit what and how I say it. Like the other day, I was going to post the whole, I found my wallet. I was like, no, don't even post that yet. It's not like he said it to me. It's in the actions of what happened. I noticed what God was trying to do is not yet. Now with this, and this. So, whew, all I'm going to say, as I said, is heed my words. I'm not going to claim as a prophet. When I leave this earth, you guys want to call me a prophet? On y'all. I'm not something to be revered, I believe. I'll be Miss World. I don't know what that gravity is yet. But as I said, heed my words. It's all I'm going to say. Because everything I'm learning now, as I dub as dreams, are now being revealed as visions. Some I knew as distinctly as vision. That was the second time I got a vision come to pass. That I can't, not that I know, because there may be others and I didn't realize, that I consciously become aware of. The first one was when Pastor Michael Todd was doing something Sunday linked to Juneteenth. And I had a vision months before of seeing the pastor in just like more casual wear at a fair or something like that. And that's where God showed me, that's it. God distinctly said, that's that vision. I was like, oh, okay. And that was my reaction. No, I'm like, not like something that was 7 years ago come to pass that way. I was like, okay. And the number 7, look at God. Look at God just being God. Using his own thing that is his character. Yo, God is just God doing God. Yeah, so heed my words. That's all I have to say. But bye.